So, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go here. Finally, we have the last player joining in for RaVe Esports, and NaFu have been ready and waiting, but have been patient to allow them to get their full lineup in for the server. So it is Auzom, which is the map pick for RaVe Esports, which looks pretty exciting to see what they've done. They've switched it up. Before, they were going for more of a vehicle-centric map when they played against Luftwaffles in the quarterfinals. But now it is the semifinals, and these two strong teams will go against each other. Natus Fungus have won every single game in the group stages except against Intense Esports and RaVe. So let's see if they'll be able to pull things out of the bag on this round here. But we have everything ready and locked and ready to go. Is great news. Let's get into the game here. We have the team set up and nice for you guys to know what is going on. 3 seconds on the clock. Let's get it started here. Ladies and gentlemen, the BCL Atlantic Semifinals. Quick overview of the teams. We have the two vehicle players. We have Auzom for NaFu and Rune for RaVe. Very slow start though there for RaVe, but let's see how they do here. We have a big push here onto Charlie objective. Both the LaV and the MRAP going for this point here. And Auzom is going to try and clean up Wonder Bamboo. Charlie will definitely fall over to the control for NaFu. But we do have this moment here on Alpha Objective. We have a C4 Jeep coming in from Ragmonster Neo getting that kill onto Rune. And that is not good. But there has been a couple of dead bodies here and a clean up from RaVe taking out these NaFu guys on Alpha Objective. And he's going to peek around the corner and take out Neo. Gump on it, but he does have, unfortunately, excuse me, that is Potato Tomato Toe inside that LaV. So Auzom running the infantry role for NaFu and Potato Tomato Dough in the LaV here for Alpha Objective. But they are cleaning things up here, trying to get this Alpha Objective 5v4 situation here. And Rune is not happy about the fact that he got taken out by a C4 Jeep. Not much information given out by his team here. And Potato Tomato Dough is going to possibly take him out there, but Rune holding on just by a thread here. This is an important point to hold. Alpha Objective Bravo is in secure control. We have Binids here on Bravo Objective. Taking out Maestrus. No! Oh, he does manage to clean that up nicely. That was a little bit of a risky situation for them to lose Bravo Objective. But Small gets taken out here as, obviously, the picnic tables here on top is a very good vantage point for a team to hold. You have control over Bravo and Objective Alpha. Charlie is set up and has a nice defensive. We have Jugs here in the MRAP waiting for any sort of potential push to come in from RaVe's side. But let's see how NaFu will try to turn this around and get that Alpha Objective in control. There is no one there, and Neo is going to have a couple of visitors coming. It is Bamboo, but unfortunately, Bamboo falls victim to that good positioning from Neo. And even a Swall from the suppression kill assist onto Prolosco. No, that was Benzi. But let's see here. The picnic tables are still in control by Dirty. And let's see if he's going to manage to stay alive. Here's a good spot. He can be a spawn. Quick access to Bravo Objective. And also to try and rotate onto Alpha. But they are on the points. We have Maestrus here just out of range on the points. Auzom and Verx just below Friesian, peeking. The assist coming in though. And that is RaVe's push almost being snuffed at. Auzom trying to hold it down, but unfortunately getting overwhelmed there by the push coming in from RaVe Esports. And Kibbs also trying to give a little support, doing a nice flank there. Nice maneuver to make sure this Bravo will be picked up and taken and secured by NaFu. Gump is the last one remaining here. Low health, not looking good for him as he tries to push and slow down at least this flag cap from NaFu. But they have plenty of time to reset and get back on this objective. Not many bodies from NaFu as it stands here on Bravo. The flag is very slowly standing still. But we have PKD Johannes trying to get in and get a vantage point. But that NaFu player just slipping through his fingers there. But all in all, good play there. Securing Alpha and Bravo. But we do have Alpha starting to blink. We do have Potato Tomato Dough, which is up and going in backwards onto Alpha Objective. So 3 flag map, very fast turnover, a lot of rotation, and that's all that matters here on Flood Zone. Bravo and Charlie, as I said, Charlie is completely uncontested, although Wonder Bamboo could potentially be going for this. Hopefully he doesn't hit these slams, which are placed right next to him. Ooh, just misses it there as Rune jumps in into the vehicle as they do luckily get onto Charlie just in time before both flags are grayed out, because this could have been a dangerous all-cap situation for RaVe to have to deal with here as they try to get back onto this Bravo objective hold. Gonna be difficult. They need to secure this picnic. As we have Mio unfortunately doing a suicide there, trying to get into the action. But nonetheless, we have Gump doing the footwork, always thinking and figuring out a good solution to any potential problem his team is put into, and going a relatively clear route here. He does have a couple of players to contest against. One to his left, and that is Jugs taking him out. So Gump, unfortunately, was not sneaky enough there to do a sneaky onto Bravo. And Kibbs is not on the point. And little does he realize that Bravo is blinking towards the favor of RaVe here. But let's have a look and see what RaVe are up against on this Bravo point. A couple of NaFu boys pushing up. That is Kibbs on the staircase there, shooting him through, I don't know, it's the Jugs. Wall banging him there, but Frisian going in for the refag and taking on Jugs. And they could potentially get this Bravo flag into their control, get that bleed in their favor. They're holding on, they're in the lead, they have 35 tickets, which is a good situation, but it's not comfortable just yet. They cannot slow down yet. They have to keep the pressure on NaFu, keep focusing, make sure that Bravo objective gets secured, because being in the amount of time to rotate around and cap a different flag on flow zone is very difficult. In any 3 flag maps, it's always very difficult to do the rotation. It takes quite a lot of time and a lot of resources to push on, especially depending on how easily defended this objective is. But we do have 2 NaFu players here pushing up onto Bravo. Not much problem going on, but we do have these 2 RaVe guys holding onto this picnic area, but not able to do so much. Small requesting some a med packet, but unfortunately gets denied, and all he has is a G18. And is this G18, although it is the AEK, is it enough for him to do something to try and put up a fight here on Bravo objective? He's going down to the last fight, but no, through the smoke, Kibbs does take him out. Scrub and Prain and Sprain getting the kill there. Seems to be pretty good for RaVe here. Bravo still blinking backwards and forwards between the 2 teams, and that seems to be where all the focus is. Alpha being held by Potato Tomato in the LAV, and these 2 players from RaVe are kind of idling, even though they are providing a bit of cover and support for the RaVe players, which are trying to push up onto this Bravo. We do have a doozy coming in for the flank to contest this Bravo cap. Very good approach to try and get on this point. Spots out Wonder Bamboo, takes him out. Bravo will begin to follow, but no, denied by a small from Benji, placed up there on the picnic tables. Nice and easy. Maybe Dirty will be able to get a payback, and he does. The payback. Small for small. Nice play there from Dirty. The Dirty being the in-game leader here for NaFu, mostly for being a very well-experienced player. And he's going to be always in a good position due to his countless experience under his belt. But this is not a good situation for RaVe. The LAV is up. Rune is trying to push up onto this Alpha objective. But with NaFu being scattered around and well-placed, guarding all these objectives. Oh, and a slam. Beautifully placed slam there from Neo will take out Rune and Prolosco. And then Wonder Bamboo trying to go for this Charlie objective. This is a full cap to the favor of NaFu. Not looking good for RaVe right now. And there is a little bit of an opportunity for them to try and push in here, but Kibbs is cleverly spawning in on that quad by Plystone's objective, managed to pick up 1 kill onto Gino, get a second one as well, pulling up that a nice double play, taking out Wonder Bamboo and snuffing out this push onto Charlie objective here. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the choice of RaVe Esports, and they are not doing well, although they are down by 50 tickets or so. They still have a little bit of chance to get back into the game. They need to secure this Bravo objective, and 2 objectives, in fact, fast, because the 3 flag map is always very difficult. The ticket bleed is the most lethal thing. You don't have an opportunity to stop, capture 2 flags, assess the situation, and figure out the best way to go forward with this. But look at Small getting 2 tasty targets right in front of him, but unfortunately gets overwhelmed there, being indecisive with who he chooses to engage. There we have the presence of RaVe here on Charlie objective, and a small presence is Rune here all by himself with 1 squad mate spawning, and Prolosco's the only one right next to him. We could have Scubbler Gum coming in, but Foxberry with a Duke jumping in on and taking out Rune. Definitely feels bad, man, for that kill. Bravo objective, the only flag held right now, and RaVe are scrambling. Quite a few players from RaVe are dead, waiting for a decisive decision to how to finally get back into this game. 4 players, which could potentially be pushing for Charlie. Only one defending here, and Rune actually will be going for this Charlie objective. NaFu player just exposing himself slightly, allowing Rune to get a little bit of a vantage point on him. But they need to neutralize this objective, and even spreading themselves a little bit too thin by going to Alpha. But FreezeGen, a nice viewpoint onto Dirty there, taking him out. He's low health, and there's that picnic control, ladies and gentlemen. The picnic tables, or quite close to the picnic tables, keeping an eye out on that Bravo objective. Let's go here for Jugs pushing up, but I don't think it's going to be enough for RaVe to get back into the game. That Charlie objective is just barely coming in. We have some couple of lingering NaFu players here in the shops, getting themselves a super slurpee from a poo, as you could say. But the 2 flag hold, 10 tickets remaining. Is going to be very difficult to them as everything gets cleaned up here on Charlie objective. And they do have the ticket bleed in their favor, and those tickets are whittling away for NaFu. But is it enough for them to keep it cool and play it right? Because NaFu don't have to care about their tickets. They can easily throw away bodies onto the point and simply overwhelm RaVe with numbers. But Mr. Gino taking out Dirty there, and Aduzi picking up, or trying to at least pick up a kill with his G18, lobs a RPG in there for extra luck. But Gino coming in with the AK, taking out Aduzi from behind. And that is the end of the round, unfortunately. But 111 tickets, not too bad of a situation for RaVe to be in as they go into round 2 here on map 1. But a good game there. A little slip up there, allowing that Bravo objective to be taken. They had good composure in the beginning, and I think a little bit of a slow start. But NaFu did have a nice break out there in the very beginning. We have the scoreboard. Much better round for NaFu. Almost all of them lingering in the positive KD region. So getting those kills, the frags, those deciding frags, make sure they can push up onto these objectives. And RaVe just completely outplayed here, not doing so well. Only FreezeGen, the only one, went in pulling some weight. RaVe need to wake up, get their game in shape, and bring their A game to the table so they can have a chance to go into the finals. And NaFu, even though they lost in the group stages against RaVe, they have entered this round with no fear and no baggage. So we have it 111-0 right now for round 1. We're going in, continuing here on Flood Zone. Let's see how this goes. We have NaFu starting now on China side. US team has slight advantage. This map is fairly balanced between the 2 factions of this map. But I do think the US team have a little bit better advantage if they manage to secure this building right here. And can set up a very good defensive position to stop any sort of attempts to push into Alpha and Bravo just by holding this building here. Even set up quite aggressively on this point. But since we didn't get a chance to go into it before, let's see what the teams are for the 2 teams participating right now here in the semifinal. We have Bennett's Fearless Badman, or Rune, FreezeGen, Mr. Gino Prolosco Small, Gump, and Wonder Bamboo. You know, one of the top fraggers for RaVe. Have to pull a bit more in this round if they want to have a chance to equalize and potentially win the map choice. For NaFu, we have Dirty, Aduzi, Jugs, Burks, Kibbs, Maestress, Potato Tomato, and Neo. Very strong players on both teams. It's all down to organization, discipline in matches like this. Now you could say that RaVe do tend to choke in playoffs and perform very well in the group stages. Let's hope that they do not choke today in the semifinals, playing against a team which they have had lots of experience playing against in the Summer Cup, as well as Season 8. What NaFu did win Season 8, coming first place We shall see how they will cope with this map. And these semifinals for the BCL Atlantic. Of course, we do have Brett FX starting later on this evening. Casting will be Uranus Gaming versus Uranus Gaming GG. Playing this evening here on Auzom GG. Casted by the lovely Brett FX. For the quarterfinals. And tomorrow, we will both be casting the finals at 9 o'clock Central European Time. And that is 3 o'clock Eastern Time on the States. And 12 o'clock Pacific Time in California. But it is refreshing to see, as some of you might know, Doozy has been a vehicle player for OC, running the tank, very good tanker. But he has given the role to Potato Tomato in this round, and Potato Tomato has done quite well. And Rune needs to improve his game. I mean, he did fall into that beautifully placed trap of slams by Neo, which was placed here right on this ledge, as it is a sort of sneakier and better option to push up onto Alpha objective. With cover here, you do get on the burn radius of the flag. But we need to see how they do. No air maps in, and there are two very good air players for Raven in right now. Prolosco, of course, playing for Raven, but this is an infantry-centric map with the support of LAVs. But here we do have the start, the breakout formation going in right now. Slow start from NaFu. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. A lot of vehicles, too many bodies going in here. A little bit of a clash between those two. But Wonder Bamboo going in again all by himself, giving him the information that honking his horn, saying, hey, the LAV is on Charlie objective, and Potato Tomato is going to do the same maneuver, except mirrored this time, go all the way around behind. But look at Gump, cleverly setting up some slams here, and waiting for Potato Tomato just to get disabled. There it is, the shot's coming in. Wonder Bamboo trying to get the kill, but no, unfortunately, 21%. Potato Tomato is just going to sneak out of there and stay alive. Alpha objective being contested here. Prolosco, one of the last few remaining members from Raven on the point. There are quite a few players here from NaFu on the other side, just next to him. But it's up to him, can he hold it? Getting the kill assist, gets the spawn in on him as well. Pushing up and moving forward onto Alpha objective. Sees him on the pit. Adozy coming in, getting the kill, but unfortunately the refrag coming in instantaneously from Kibbs on that point. And now it is Rune getting the kill, but unfortunately Kibbs just staying alive. Kibbs is on fire on this point, even though it is early in the game. 2-1, not bad. Getting some essential kills, and of course spotting out that last remaining RaVe player here. Raven did manage to secure that Bravo objective, so they do have a little bit of breathing space to have a little bit of maneuverability and decide what their next move is going to be. There's a small push coming in onto Charlie as Mr. Gino, but he does get taken out there by Jugs, guarding and holding that defensive position on Charlie. Raven spawning in on Bravo. And getting that small, nice small from Jin onto Forey And this roof is clear, the picnic tables are clear, which is a good sign for Raven. Alpha is secured, but there is a push coming in. We have Dirty on the point here on Alpha, going in, getting lit up from the top there. Going to be able to counter-strike, nade that, bounce it off the corner. There's a little bit of a waiting game before he decides to push up into here, push into Loco, but misses that small shot. Roscoe goes in for the frag and takes him out. NaFu here panicking, struggling. Tickets are very close, but they have 2 flag hold for Raven right now. 219 to 213. Rune picking up that frag onto Kibbs. Jugs going down as well as Wonder Bamboo. And now we have NaFu pushing up here onto Bravo objective, which is completely open and available for them to just walk in and take it. No one to respond. Very slow. Poor organization here. But Benji might be able to save it. Whipping out the G18. Oh, just barely. Kill assist coming in for him. But that Bravo objective is still burning. We have that remaining player is Dirty. But a nice raw from Losco manages to save that objective. Doozy realizing that the picnic table is a vital area to control. It takes out Small with a headshot bonus. I think they will manage to secure this objective. If Prolosco does manage to stay alive, he did jump down to try and assist on Alpha objective. Bravo is falling back to the hands of RaVe. And poor Rune gets the kill, but the slam refrag from Neo, not looking good. Although it is okay for both teams. Both vehicles are down. That's 90 seconds of breathing space for just the infantry to do all the hard work. Maester's here setting up a defensive position on Charlie. And let's see what Kibbs will do if he's going to decide to push up onto Bravo, because they need to stop that bleed. Alpha being contested by a couple of players. Losco is the last one remaining, 2 health on this point. But unfortunately, that pre-fire getting him in the end. Rune sticking to the vehicles, going to the MRAP as a last resort to defend Alpha. It seems that NaFu are lingering here still. Not cleared completely. Wonder Bamboo getting 1 kill. And Potato will pick up that frag, and Losco make sure that goes through, but it's just one after the other in exchange. No coordinated push with a whole squad. It's just one after the other coming in, one frag for another frag, a refrag after refrag. No one's really doing anything successful here, but the flag is falling over to the hands of NaFu right now as Losco gets taken out, and Rune as well. A doozy. Let's have a look at the scoreboard and see what's going on. Doozy 5 and 5. RaVe picking up a little bit more frags this round, doing a little bit better, but they are still not in the clear here, as this Bravo objective is the only one they hold right now, and they are trying relentlessly to push up onto A. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is map 1, round 2 of the semifinals between RaVe Esports and Natus Fungus. And Natus Fungus picked up a victory with 111 tickets on round 1. So we shall see if RaVe will be able to hold on to this one. They're at 176. They don't have much breathing space to try and work with this. Rune is here on this point, but NaFu are just set up very well on that bridge. Jugs and Masterus does get picked up there. Foxbury, I'm sorry. Potato Tomato is having none of it and going to try and contest Rune there. He does have the support of the engineers on the bridge. Masterus and Jugs will be able to take him out. Gump does get taken out. I believe he was trying to repair that LAV. This is an important moment here. Oh, Rune does get taken out there with a straw from Jugs. And this Charlie objective, even though it did stop that bleed from progressing and gave him a little bit of chance to get back into control of the map and force NaFu to focus on this Charlie objective, it opened up Alpha for them a bit. 4 players focusing on Charlie opened up Alpha for them. Now RaVe can, we could say, easily pick up Alpha and hopefully stay in control, but NaFu are also getting on this Charlie. They lost Bravo, unfortunately, and it's not looking so good. Neo abandoning his post in the LAV, and they are struggling here to get back onto this objective. Mind the slams here, as Benji's the last one here. On Alpha, all these grenades coming in will be a Kobe nade for Dirty. But Alpha objective slowly but surely taking over to NaFu. Is it enough for them to secure this objective? They just need one flag. One flag to try and contest against RaVe. Well, that beautiful kill from Kibbs. That flying Zuzu jump. Or sorcery. Oh my goodness. Even the Gevalia coffee cannot contain its energy. This is a terrible joke. But Charlie's snug. Alpha still open and up for grabs for anyone. RaVe have a slightly higher presence here, and they will manage to secure this. 85 tickets remaining. Can RaVe turn this around, or will NaFu stomp them out? If they play it right, if they play like they did on the first round, could they get back into this game? But there it is. The slight advantage for the US team. We do have Small up on that roof, holding it down, making sure that Bravo objective is defended, but it is ticking over to NaFu. I believe Prolosco is there on the scene. There's 4 Reverks. just below. And will he be able to stay alive here long enough to do a push with a couple of squad mates here? But Losko has a pretty good vantage point as that flag slowly ticks over to Raven. He's got this. This flag is his baby. And Alpha will be contested and fall over to NaFu, holding in with 71 tickets as they do so. The bleed will be in their favor, but there's a push coming in from Raven right now into Charlie. 2v1 situation. Gino does pick up Maestrus. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say Maestrus, but it's Masterus. Masterus. And even the support of Rune coming in here on Charlie. But then remember, there's the spawns on the bridges here. Maestrus coming in with jugs. Will they be able to secure this and eliminate that threat of Rune? Yeah, Potato Tomato though is pushing up. Aduzi even jumping out to try and pick up a frag here and there. Spotting out that vehicle. And Maestrus coming in actually from behind the squad mate. To be a little bit careful though, but Rune actually having a decent position here on the bridge, having a good vantage point onto Charlie. Will be able to provide the assistance Raven needs to secure Charlie and not let any more tickets fall over to NaFu. But NaFu, on the other hand, have no response. They're one player here. It is Neo panicking and frantically trying to get to Bravo objective to put a little bit of pressure on them. But I don't think it's enough time as FreezeGen is set up here in a nice position to look over Bravo to notice any sort of push which could be coming in from Alpha. And there's no one else, but there is quite a large push coming in here. We got 5 players, but we do have Benitz from behind getting a dunk there by Kibbs. And Mr. Gino trying to respond to the threat on Bravo and stop it from being capped. But low visibility, not going to be able to connect any of those shots though. But Mr. Gino is going to stay alive. And look at this presence of NaFu. That is it's almost the entire team on Bravo. It should open things up here on Alpha objective, which this opportunity has been realized by Small. Pushing up with a couple of Raymond players, but they do have the height advantage. And Rune getting a double kill on his own teammates there. They had this potential to cap this flag without any issues, but Rune getting a double kill on his own teammates, not very good. And this defensive row of NaFu players overlooking Alpha will allow them to secure it, and only 9 tickets remaining for Raven. But excuse me, a little bit of a message from HQ. But anyways, yeah, so that was a fatal mistake there from Rune to kill his own teammates there. Not sure if it was by accident or miscommunication, but that was certainly not good. And hello, puppy. Oh, yes. Hello, puppy. Let's see here, 107, and that is GG, though. Raven have lost this map. Not good for them to start off this round, especially in the map of their choice. The GGs haven't handed out. Map 1 falls towards NaFu. As we go into map 2, which is the choice from NaFu, and it is Hainan Resort. So let's see how these two teams work together. We're going to update the scoreboard there and see what happens.